in the month of March, I will be mass making one item every day. So I have a bowl here with all the projects that I am planning on doing. And for today's project, I picked tassels. So at the end of each video, I will be drawing the project for the next day. Hi everyone, my name is Mary Lou, and this is Create Junk Journals with Mary Lou. I don't make tassels very often, but I've made a few, and I think that I just need to get better at it, but they're right here. So this is the ones that I have made. And one, they are way too long. Like, these are gigantic. They are really pretty though. What I like is the items in there. So there's beads and little things that I have made, paper beads, buttons, all kinds of stuff hanging in, hanging in there to do. And I like that there is so much texture in there. So this is kind of an example of what I want to make. I am going to build on soft drink can tops. So here in Canada, we call them pop cans. But yeah, the pop can tabs that, you flick to open your can. That is what I am going to build my tassels on. I have in front of me a ton of supplies. So I'm going to make some space here, so we'll talk about what is here at the moment. So I have lots of ribbons and lace and yarn and other textile things. Like, I have some beautiful yarn. I found all of this in thrift stores. So, well, not this part. This is, I believe, not this one. This all came from a Dollar Tree. Same with this. And then this is all thrift store finds. Thrift store finds for sure, because I don't remember ever just buying it in a store. So I buy my lace and my ribbon and everything, preferably in the thrift store. I have some of this ribbon. I have embroidery thread, lots and lots of it. It is vintage. I just put it in a bag that is not vintage. The colors are beautiful, so I thought I could probably use that. I have my straightening iron plugged in so that I can straighten some of these strands out a little bit. If I put them through a low temperature straightening iron, then they'll straighten out. Then I have some of these cords. So I have a gray, kind of a purpley gray, a purple, and a brown. I have lots of textured things that have been in my stash for a very long time, and I think I should use them. Lace, ribbon, beads. These are actually shrinky dink things that I have made. So I have stamped onto a sheet of shrinky dink and then shrunk it and put a jump ring on it, and now it is something that can be used. I have plain wooden beads because I like using beads in my tassels. So I've got that. I have some of these things, and I might be able to poke holes in them and use it, but there's also these button or beads. They're actually beads. They came from a bracelet, and they are mother of pearl. Another tray here full of beads, different colors, different shapes, different sizes. And I have some charms, and they're all sewing charms, so I can use that. More little wooden beads, some stuff from broken jewelry, some that I have purchased. It's just a bit of a mixed bag of items. The other thing I have is all the tabs that I made in my pop can video. So I have those here, and I want to use those in my tassels as well. And I have my button jar to use. The other thing that I have is I have some wax thread in a couple of different colors. I want to make a neutral color one. I have lots of different colors, or like I have a pink and I have a gray tassel, so I don't really want to do anything with pink. I want to do something with green, I want to do something with blue, and I want to do something with a neutral color. So I'm just going to take a piece of this yarn, and I do need scissors. There. And I'm just going to lay it all out here. Then I have a piece of this. So I'm just laying things out and putting it together. And this is the neutral one. And they don't all have to be the same length. I have some rickrack. And what else do I have? I have a piece of this. And I think this might actually look really cool in here. Like just have a little pop of color. Just because it's fun. What else do I have? I have, this is not embroidery thread. This is crochet thread or crochet yarn. It is very thin. This is like what would have been used for some of the crocheted lace that I have. So I want to just take a bunch. And then, oops, I can just take it in the center. I can center it and then center it again. And once more, maybe. Is this going to be too short? I think it's easier if I just cut it down. I'm keeping the loops on the one side, and then I'll just cut a chunk off. Okay. What else can I use? I have some of this. I want a piece of lace in there as well. So I like bulky tassels. I don't like little flimsy ones. It doesn't do anything for me. I like lots of texture, lots of different materials. What else can I put in here? Let's see. Maybe we should fold it and see where we're at. Oh, it's pretty. I think it's pretty. Let's just take it like that. that is pretty, and it's not long. It's actually perfect, and none of it is hanging straight, so that's even better. Okay, now I'm going to take a piece of wax thread. I'm going to take a longer piece. There we go. All right, I want to take my little tab. I have my pliers, and I am going to cut a piece off so that I only have the top tab left. Well, I don't know where that went. Let's try that again. So I am going to cut the bottom piece off, and I'm going to hold on to the top part so that I don't lose it, because I just did that and it went flying just like that just did. Okay, let me just... I just want to make it so that it's not really sharp. There's no sharp edges. Using my sanding disc and just kind of sanding off the sharp edges. There, that's much better. Oh, I think that is pretty perfect. I may just do that with the 3 of them so that I have all 3 ready to go. And then I'm just going to take the whole thing together, and I'm going to pull it through here. I may have to do it one by one. Maybe. I'm hoping I don't. So now I just need to lay them all out again so that it's somewhat even, and this is in the center. I think we're good. All right, so there we are. I have my piece right here. And I'm just pulling this so that it is sitting really neat and tidy in here. And then I am taking my wax thread, kind of finding the center, making a loop, going around here and holding on to it with one hand and going around tight, as tight as I can. There. Let's try it with the other side as well. And I'll tie a knot in there. Come on. And then we're going to pull this as tight as we can. So this is really, really on there now. It's not going to go anywhere. I am putting a second knot in there. And that thread can just stay. But here's the tassel without anything in it. So I've made one like this. Let's make two at the same time. We have purple here too. I can do something like that too. Right now, I am going to put the different colors here so that I have some interest here, and I have some blue. I have some dark blue lace. And whatever I'm using, I am kind of putting away because I don't want to use it twice. There, I have a piece of blue cord. What else do I have? I don't have blue yarn, so that's where I am a little bit handicapped, but that's okay. I have blue baker's twine. I have dark blue cord. Okay. So put that away. I have some blue satin ribbon, light blue. Oh, and that's the perfect size piece. What else do I have here? I'm sorry for the noise. Oh, I have a couple of different colors of blue thread. So I'm going to just take a little bit of strands of thread. So have this. This is very bright blue, but why not? I have purple on here too, so I may make a purple one too. And I have that. That one is pretty. Let's throw some of this in there. And again, it is allowed to separate. I am not that concerned. I have some silver thread. I have some of this, and I think that might look really cool in here. It's kind of like a metal trim, like a metal ribbon trim. It's really cool. I think I can put a piece of, this is chiffon fabric ribbon that I made out of a chiffon blouse that I don't wear anymore, so I thought I could turn it into ribbon. Okay, so I have one, that's the blue one. So I'm just going to take this and put it on the side for now. And then, oh, look at this color. Isn't this gorgeous? But I think this is super mini, very, very vintage, like you can see it. The plastic is going to pretty much come apart in my fingers. That is how old this stuff is. Look how old that cellophane is. I'm trying very hard to be cautious with this because I don't want to rip it, but it's not that easy. Okay, so I want some of this super fine rickrack. Yeah, that's a pretty color. Some embroidery floss that kind of matches that color. It's not really pink. It's not really, it's kind of like a coral. There. This was kind of one of my disappointment pieces. I purchased this. I got it on Temu, and it just didn't look as nice in reality as it did when I saw it on the app. I may put some of this in there because look at the color, like it matches really nicely. There. Then I can probably take this rope or this cord and put it with it. That works as well. It's also kind of coral. I don't have any coral lace, but I have this lace, and that might work with it as well. It kind of picks up on it. And I can also still use the, and then the other thing that I want to put in there is I have some burgundy lace right here, and I think that would look nice to go with it. Oh, look at that. That also goes very well with it. So this again is super vintage. It will fall apart on me as soon as I try opening it. The package, I mean. So I'll take a piece of burgundy ribbon to put in here. Or burgundy lace, I mean. And then I think I have another nice tassel. And I'm going to take my straightening iron. And I use my straightening iron a lot when I am using, when I'm doing my journals, because it is super easy. It doesn't take a lot, and I don't have to grab the whole iron, and like it's much easier to pull something like this through a straightening iron than it is to take your whole iron and then iron that piece. So that is 2. Then I think I want to do the green one, and I have green embroidery thread. Let's start with that. This time, use this yarn again because it is green. Mint green lace. Lime green lace. And this is really fantastic stuff to use to thread the beads and stuff onto. So that's why I grab a few strands of this. I think this will be good. So I have 3. Now I want to do gray black one. This cord, because I think it's pretty. Some black cord right here. Also satin cord. Why not? I have some embroidery floss here. What else do I have? I have this yarn. I also have this eyelash yarn. Okay, I'll take 2 strands of this because it's pretty flimsy. Some velvet ribbon. I want some of the silver trim. I have some black lace. I think that gives me a decent tassel in black. So I have 4 here. Do I want to make a purple one too? Why the heck not, right? I have all the purple material laying here in front of me. I may as well use it. So I have some purple ribbon. It's probably like embroidery wool. Okay. Or lilac cord. There, purple embroidery floss. This is some of the vintage stuff. And it is really pretty and it's super shiny, but it is also wrinkled as all heck. Look at this, this has purple in it. How lovely is that? If I take this end off, then I get purple on that end and purple on this end. I like that. The chiffon ribbon. Oops. I have some purple lace too, so I can put a piece of purple lace in there. And I think I have another pretty one. I just want some of this in there. Okay, so I have a purple one as well. Just start building them. So for the purple one, I'm actually going to take white wax thread. There. And I'm just going to take all the smaller pieces first. And pull them through the tab. Okay. So now I am finding the center here, holding this tight and pulling it around. Like so, and then like so. There we go. And we're going to pull it to the back. And tie a knot. And pull it as tight as it will go. That way I know that it's not going to go anywhere. Tie a second knot. And then those strands can just go in there as well. So it's not as, where did I put the other one? It's not as elaborate a tassel as this one, but it still has a lot of substance. There's still a lot of different elements in there. Let's do the green one because it's right here. Nice and easy, right beside me. And I want to see if I can maybe pull this through all at once. Sure can. Oh, that was so much easier. So much faster. I just want to kind of put some things sideways so they're not totally taking over. And for the green, I want to use some cream colored wax thread. And same idea. I'm just going to tie it around my finger here because that is what is holding it down. And then I'm just pulling this tight. Letting go of this one. Holding it like that. And then we're just going to make a knot. And I'm using the wax thread because it just ties really nicely. It's not going to come loose easily. It just makes it hold really well. It holds knots. It's just perfect. There we go. There's another tassel. And I'm going to leave these strands for now. And now I need to cut some more of these and finish the other ones. So I am going to do that. I'm going to do it off camera and then I'll be back to do some decorating with the beads. Let me put these down for you so you can see what I have made. So here's the blue one, the purple one, neutral, green, and kind of pinkish. Yeah, kind of like a different color pink, like a coral one. So I've made 5. Oh, and of course, as I was tying one of them, I lost my little tab, so I had to make another one. And then just now I find it. So what I'm going to do, and I'm not going to decorate them all, I'm going to pick one. And I think I'm going to pick the neutral one because it'll fit into my Safari Jungle Journal. Or onto my Safari Jungle Journal is I have these bulb clips. And so all I'm going to do, for example, I have a purple one here. And I am just attaching it to the purple tassel. And then I can basically, like a safety pin, just pin it onto the back of the journal. How I would do this is I would just open this up and then hook it through the spine like so. Let me just hang it like that. And I think that is absolutely lovely. Oh, I forgot to tie one. I forgot to tie the black one. I was just going to show you how different my black one is that I had made from the one that I just did. So here is the first one. And here is the second one. So they are totally different. What you guys didn't see was that I did a really quick 10-second tidy so that I actually have some space to maneuver because there was quite a bit of stuff on my desk. Okay, I just have like a few piles of lace and stuff left over. All right, now this one I want to do with some of the tabs that I've made. So these are the tabs that I made out of the, come on, why won't you come out? It doesn't want to come out. There we go. That I made out of pop cans or soda cans or soft drink cans. And how cool is that? I can just do the exact same thing. I'm just tying them in here. And they are super light, of course. And I want to hang a bunch. Like I have all different colors. I do have to get the holes out. So I'm just picking up a piece of thread here, tying that through, putting this around there. And it'll just hang down off of the threads. I just think that's so cute. I want a longer one. There we go. It just gives it that little bit of extra. And then also have some wooden letters here that I can also put in there. So I have an O. Why not, right? So I'm just picking another thread and tying the O in there. What else is here? Look at this. It's a little spool. So let's just stick it in there. But this time, putting the spool in, taking a bead. Oh, look at these. I have these beads. Let's put one of those in. Tie this down. I've got it back to normal. So they're just hanging in there. I think I want to put a pearl in there. And again, just tying a knot. This time I am going to put a double knot. I don't know if it is going to stick very well otherwise. There we go. There's one pearl. And then I have a champagne bead, and I think that would look very pretty in here as well, because it'll give it a little sparkle. And then I want to do that with a wooden bead. Let's do some contrast here. Wooden bead and another champagne one. Right there. And then I'm just tying a knot in that bottom champagne one. So you can hang pretty much anything off of there. Let me see what else I have in my little cup right here. Oh, I have a little bird. That would be cute in there too. That has stuff on it. I'm just trying to find a strand that doesn't have anything on it yet. And I think that might be very difficult. No, I have one right there. I'm just taking the bird and tying it in there. And I think I made this bird by using a stamp for sure, cutting it out and coloring it in with alcohol inks and then shrinking it. So this has a lot of stuff in it, but how cool is that? Like, it has the orange, it has some purple in it, it has the little thing in it, and you can make this as elaborate as you really want. Look at this, just not wanting to stay not curled. I'll probably just put a little water on that. It's just dry, so that's why it's staying curled. There it is. What else do I have? Do I want something else in here? I don't think so. I think I am happy with what it is right now. So there we go. I have, how many tassels did I make now? 9. So I've made 7 tassels today, 2 that have beads and stuff in it, and the other 5 are ready to go. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you're going to try it. I really like doing this. I don't do it very often. Normally I also put paper beads in there, but I can't find my big jar of paper beads. So there's some things that are missing right now, and I'm going to have to find it because I want to use it. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button because there is lots more coming for the 100-day project, but also for Mass Make March. This was only the first day. So let's see what else I'm going to make. So I'm going to pull the project for tomorrow. So you know what I'm going to make and I can prepare for it. I grabbed one and then I thought, no, I just shouldn't do it like that. So here's one. I am going to make ruffles out of fabric scraps. Well, let's do it. If you're interested in watching that, make sure you tune in tomorrow because that's when I will be showing you how I do that. Thank you for watching, and I will hope to see you again tomorrow. Have a wonderful rest of your Sunday. Bye.